you can't read a super smart book for 24 hours.
I'm in pain.
This smells so bad.
House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas.
Hi everyone, it's me. We are doing a 24-hour reading challenge in this video. I'm so excited. So I have done like 24-hour reading videos on my channel in the past. I think I've done 2 of them so far, but the past 2 I've done the timer method. But in this video today, we are going to actually do like the 24 hours reading challenge straight. So we're gonna try and cram in as much reading as we can within 24 hours, like clock hours. Yeah, I'm really excited because I've never actually done like this intense method before, and I'm not going to be doing it alone. So we're actually going to be starting this challenge tomorrow morning. We're going to be going to my friend Marina's house. There's going to be like 5 or 6 of us, I think, who are doing it, but we're all just going to have this like big reading day sleepover. It's just going to be so much fun. So yeah, we're going to start tomorrow, but I wanted to start this video today because I need to decide what books I want to read. So let's head over to the bookshelf, see what's on my TBR. All right, let's see what we're working with. Also, guys, I hit 50,000 subscribers yesterday, and I'm so grateful. I can't even believe that there are 50,000 people subscribed to this channel. That's actually crazy. But that milestone, I feel like, could not have come at a better time because now we can literally celebrate with 24 hours of reading, and like that's just so much fun. So just wanted to, I guess, take a second to thank you guys for being here, for subscribing, for just being the nicest, most amazing little online community I could ever dream of. We'll treat this as our little celebration, I guess. So this is my TBR, as you guys know. I'm actually currently in the middle of reading The Great Alone by Kristin Hannah. I'm loving it so far. I started this book yesterday and I'm already like 300 pages in. So I'm gonna see how much I end up reading today. But if I don't finish it, this will be the first book that I start tomorrow with, like the 24 hours of reading with. I feel like this is a pretty intense book to read during a 24-hour reading challenge. But after that, I feel like, okay, we have to be strategic here because when you're reading for 24 hours straight, you need to pick books that will not burn you out. You need to pick books that you get the feeling like you're making progress, and they just have to be books that are like immersive but not too difficult to read. You know what I mean? Like you can't read a super smart book for 24 hours. Like your brain's gonna melt. I feel like I'm gonna need something happy probably after I finish this Kristin Hannah book because her books just always leave me feeling sad. So maybe something happy and light. I have these 2 Julie Soto books. I've never actually tried this author before. Hazelwood has endorsed both of these. So maybe I'll bring one of these along. Forget Me Not is about a wedding planner who doesn't believe in marriage, and she meets a brooding florist who hates a flower shop, and then they have to work together and they probably fall in love. Then Not Another Love Song, a violinist, Gwen, and a cellist and rock star, Xander. And I guess they start working together in the music industry. So we have weddings, or we have music. I think this one's the newer one and it's like more buzzy right now. So I think this will be like the light romance read that we bring. I also want to make sure I choose a variety because I'm such a mood reader. If I don't have a book that I'm like really in the mood to read, this 24-hour reading challenge could go very wrong. So we're gonna bring some sort of a fantasy type. I think these 2 would be good options because again, they are shorter reads. I don't want to be reading a 600-page fantasy with like crazy world building during a 24-hour reading challenge. I think I'm gonna pick Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I really love The Unmaking of June Farrow by her. I feel like her writing is very easy to read. I think this one is also set in like a real world setting and also a murder mystery vibe. And I feel like that's gonna be really like intriguing and immersive for 24 hours of reading. And then I think I want one like thriller. I think I'm gonna bring The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I don't really know what this is about, to be honest. Oh, it says right here, an exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. All have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. I feel like that sounds really fun, actually. So I'm gonna bring these 4 books, and then on top of this, I'm gonna bring my Kindle, which has like a huge array of different books on it. So if I'm not like in the mood for any of these, I will have my Kindle options to bring. Will I get through all of these books in 24 hours? Probably not, but I feel like I want to bring more than I can read just so I have the choice. You know what I mean? I will see you guys tomorrow morning when we begin.
Can you tell me where to start?
We are at Marina's place. She has really, really cute cats. It's early. What time is it?
6:59.
6:59. I think we're gonna start reading at what, 7:30?
Yeah, let's do 7:30.
Can you guys believe this is a fully grown cat? Oh! Oh wait, I have something for you. Close your eyes.
Okay. Is this a thing?
Yeah.
You're gonna put it in my hands?
Yes.
Oh my god. I know what it is. Ah, yay! Thank you. Oh my god, I have an egg now.
You have an egg. You have to find the bride one though, because I couldn't find the bride one.
Oh, okay. I need to find him a wife.
He needs a wife.
A wife.
He's
Now I'm
currently
gonna
single
keep
right now.
collecting them. Oh god, the floodgates are open. I need all the eggs now. Thank you. Thank you. This is my first jelly cat, I think.
I'm excited for you. We have so many like cute ones over there. Hold on.
Yeah.
These are the little noodle ones.
Yeah, they come out of their blanket.
Oh,
You can pull them out.
really? Do you want the noodle thing?
Yeah, I could cut it off. I just kept them dangling.
That's so cute. Hi. You kind of look like Bowie.
It's a big version.
Yeah. Your face looks like Bowie. Oh my gosh. Hi.
I'd like to kiss you.
Kiss me? Okay, we're about to start. I am going to read Great Alone by Kristin Hannah, as I mentioned. I have like a little over 100 pages left. I feel like this is a really sad book to read in the morning to start a 24-hour reading challenge, but I'm just like in the middle of it, and I'm a one book at a time girly, so I gotta do it. What's everyone else reading?
I am finishing God of War by Rena Kent. I'm like 75% through it, so I'm just gonna finish that one on my Kindle.
I have no idea if I'm actually gonna start with this, but I'm thinking.
It's like the chunkiest book to
I
read.
don't know if this is a good thing to start at 7:30 in the morning for a 24-hour book challenge, but
Well, I'm reading this. This is gonna make me cry. I'm gonna be
But
crying by
I
like
might go
8.
with House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas, if you can't tell what this monster book is.
That's so funny.
I'm starting our first book club book, which is Butcher and Blackbird. I tried to listen to it on the plane, but the first 2 pages are about maggots.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
What are you doing, Marina?
I'm reading a fanfic, which is Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Falling in Love. This book's big.
Okay, should we start a timer? It's going! Okay, Lindsay.
Oh, you have that kind of couch? This is my cushion area.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting.
I'm in pain.
She's about to cry.
Finish your book. When you're ready, we can board.
Are you already
The
filming?
pieces back together.
Not there yet, but thanks. I'm just like laughing now because it's her.
You're making me wanna try forever, and I feel so free. Oh my sweet
Oh
baby.
my god. Is it good? Yeah. It's like 9 a.m. It's like too serious for 9 a.m.
Marina's in the room reading fan fiction. About war.
No, I was so stuck, I kept on playing my part.
This was so sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I feel like I need... Yeah, I need like a happy book. This is like the only happy book I brought, but I don't know if I want to read this right now.
Wait, do you have a Kindle or a Kobo?
Kindle. Maybe I'll do an Hazelwood because we've been talking about it.
Do it. Join me.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna do this one literally.
Oh, should I do that one? I was either gonna do that one or the chest one, but if you're doing that one, maybe I'll do it too. Are you starting it like now?
I have
One?
like 5% left in my book to go. We
Okay.
can start first. We can talk about it later.
Okay, we're gonna do Not in Love by Hazelwood. I don't like spice though.
Skip it.
I skipped some of her.
It doesn't actually add anything to the story.
And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free. I'm a sweet baby.
So Karen and I are both reading Not in Love. What are your thoughts?
I feel like we both have really similar thoughts. I mean, I hate Insta Love. I know some people like it. Yeah, this one was a little too Insta Lovey for me. Like, right off the beginning, immediately Insta Love, so I don't love that. There's just no tension, there's no angst. It's a little cringy. Romance is cringy. Not read the smut scene.
The smut's so bad. And there's so much of it. Like, once it starts, it like doesn't stop. I'm like, where's the story?
They're so stoic too. They're like, what do you like? I like this.
They're so like scientific about it. Which was like honestly kind of funny. But
I like the plot, but I feel like the plot is just unraveling really slowly. And I think
more plot.
I don't care about the romance. I'm here for the plot.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today.
finally.
I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking.
We are at 11 hours, 17 minutes left. So we are over halfway through our 24-hour reading challenge. How's everyone feeling?
Defeated.
Oh no.
I'm just vibing.
Amazing. Okay, Karen's feeling amazing. We love that. Okay, so Marina's been reading fan fiction, the same fan fiction for over 12 hours. I finished The Grade Alone. What did I read? What was it called? Not in Love. Did not enjoy that very much. And I'm like in the last third of Spells for Forgetting.
I am 260 pages in House of Flame and Shadow, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I did take, I'm going to say out on the patio with you guys, like half an hour.
Give or take.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I did take a break to read a book on Kindle, which is, I don't know, Jamie, it's in front of Jamie.
Oh, with this lovely cover.
I'm like 100 pages away from the end of Leather and Lark, so I'll be officially done for 2 book club books today.
Yay.
And she crocheted.
And I crocheted.
What did you read today?
I finished God of War, and then I finished Not in Love, and we both hated it. That was torturous. Now I'm 80% through The Housemaid's Secret.
Spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
Hey guys, it's kind of like in the middle of the night right now, so I'm gonna whisper. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's probably not even that late for a lot of people, but for me it's so late. 12:49 a.m. There we go. 6 hours and 50 minutes left remaining. I am so tired, you guys. I'm gonna give you guys like a full review of the books I've read in this readathon at the end of this video when it's done, when I'm back home, maybe when I'm more well rested, so I can like get my thoughts all together, because I feel like my brain is just so jumbled right now. I read Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young, loved it, and then I didn't know what to read after that, so I picked up When Among Crows. I had it on my Kindle. It's by Veronica Roth, who's the author of Divergent, and it's like a short little novella. It's like 150 pages. I don't know, it didn't really hit for me, but I did finish that, and I'm now on my 5th book, I guess. Why is this so crooked? This is how I feel. The Kindle crooked on the stand is how I feel right now. I picked up Check and Mate by Hazelwood. I'm a little bit scarred, to be honest, after reading Not in Love, because I really did not enjoy it, and I was kind of scared to pick up another Hazelwood, but I was like, you know what? We're gonna give Allie a chance at redemption here, because this one, it's YA, so there's gonna be a lot less smut, and that's what I really, really disliked about Not in Love. I'm giving this a chance. I'm about 75 pages into this right now, and so far it is better than Not in Love. I feel like there's just way more of an actual story and a plot, because it's about a girl who builds her way up in the chess ranking. That's as much of a summary as I'm gonna give to you right now, because like my brain is not on. It's like almost 1 a.m. We've been reading since like 7:30 this morning. We've lost a couple of girls along the way, so today was really fun. We didn't read like all the time. We definitely took some breaks, like when we had to eat. We took some just like hanging out breaks, but mostly we read today. We had some great Sarah J. Maas theory discussions, but Annie and Sam had to leave a little bit earlier today because they had prior commitments they have to go to tomorrow, so they couldn't stay for the full 24 hours. And then Karen actually like just left like 5 minutes ago, so it's just me and Marina left standing in this 24-hour reading challenge. I'm gonna try and read as much as I can for the rest of tonight. I'm probably only gonna survive like an hour or two maximum. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna wake up probably, hopefully at like 6 at the very latest, so we'll at least have like an hour and a half in the morning to wake up, read a little bit more, and then finish these 24 hours. Wow, there's like Harry Potter stuff in here. It's like a little chocolate frog case. Oh, and there's a Harry Potter pop-up book. Marina, if you're watching this video, I hope you don't mind me going through all of your stuff in this room. That's so cool. Wow. Maybe I should just read this. Yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna like lie in bed with this. I'm gonna set my alarm for 6 just in case I do fall asleep. At least like I know I'll have an alarm to wake up to. I really do hope you can hear me right now because I've never whispered this quietly into this mic. Hopefully editing Jamie in the future, I hope when you are editing this clip that the audio works. If not, this whole clip was a waste. Okay, bye. The funny thing is, I could just keep reading.
I'm literally still reading.
Like, I could just keep going. 48 hours.
Okay, that's a little extreme. You probably need some sleep in between that at this point.
Probably. I slept for 3 hours, though. Yay! We made it back home, you guys. Oh my gosh, what an experience, honestly. I'm definitely really tired this morning. I'm living off 3 hours of sleep. So I ended up falling asleep at 2:30 in the morning, which is obviously way past my normal bedtime. I set an alarm for 6 a.m. because I wanted to wake up and have like at least an hour and a half of reading before the challenge ended in the morning. But I ended up actually just like naturally waking up at 5:30 somehow, like 3 hours later. My pace definitely slowed down there at the end. So I'm not done check-in mate, but I just wanted to give you a little summary and I want to talk more about the books I read because yesterday was just so crazy. So as you guys know, I started the challenge finishing The Great Alone by Kristin Hannah yesterday. It was so good. I rated it a 4.5. This book follows a family who moves to Alaska to try and like live off the land, kind of disconnect from the chaos of society, just like try and be self-sustaining and also try to do a lot of inner healing within themselves and also within their little family unit. So we have a daughter named Lenny. I think she's like 13 at the beginning of the book, and then by the end she's like in her 20s. So we have Lenny, and then we have her dad who has a lot of issues with like being abusive. He is a veteran from the Vietnam War, so ever since the war he's just kind of not been himself. He's developed a lot of trauma and issues and all that. And then there's her mother who is kind of just like blindly in love with Lenny's dad and just will go with anything he says. It's just a really emotional like saga. Still very tired and delusional, so these are probably not very good summaries. But yeah, this book was so good. The ending was, it got me so emotional. I would say this is like pretty much on par with The Nightingale, also by Kristin Hannah. I can't decide which one I liked better. I feel like The Nightingale was more like sensational, like throughout the book, but this, like the ending, it's definitely more of like a slower burn, like in terms of the emotions. And then I decided I wanted something like fun and light. So I decided to read Not in Love by Hazelwood. This is her new release, thinking that it would be light, funny, like, you know, like Ali Hazelwood, she's such a comedian. I love her books for the humor. What I didn't know is that this is not actually a rom-com like her normal books are. This is like just a rom, like it's a rom-drom. And it was not what I wanted, and I did not enjoy the experience. So this follows a girl, she's like a food scientist kind of a thing. And at the beginning of the book, she meets a guy. Things happen, but then the next day at work, she realizes that the guy she just met the night before, he's like one of the heads of the company that's trying to like take over her company and like buy them out and stuff. So it becomes this like rivals to lovers type of a situation. I feel like the story had a lot of potential to be fun. There was kind of a mystery element to it. Like while reading through it, you like didn't really know what everyone's intentions were, but I just could not get myself to enjoy this book because there was just so much. First of all, it was very insta-lovey, which I don't like, especially because a lot of it was like lust. It was very insta-lusty, like right away. And then on top of that, it just like was just so smutty throughout the entire book. Like from the beginning of the book, we were just immediate smut, pretty much. I would say like 60 to 70% of this book was like smut scenes. I don't know if that's an accurate number, but that's what it felt like when reading this. If there was more attention paid to the plot and more time spent building the plot and building this like mystery type of a story, it would have been a really fun read, but it was just like all spice. I didn't understand the relationship between the two characters. And yeah, as I mentioned, I like Ali Hazelwood for her comedy especially. And this book was not funny because it's not a rom-com. It's like she tried to branch out into this rom drama. Personally, it wasn't for me. I gave this a 2-star on Goodreads, but honestly, I think it's more of a 1.5. And I did buddy read this with Karen because she actually brought her copy of this as well. And it was just funny because we both like were not enjoying it together. But I feel like because we were both reading it together, we felt more motivated to like struggle through it and like finish the book together, even though we both absolutely did not like it. Next up, Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I wanted to pick up a book that I had a high chance of liking. After reading this and not liking it, I was like, I feel like I'm starting to slump and I need something that will like pick me up again so I can continue reading for 24 hours. So this, honestly, very similar to The Unmaking of June Farrow in terms of the vibes. Very mystery, moody. Loved it. I gave this a 4-star. It was more magical realism. It's not really fantasy. This book was set on an island, but we do have a little bit of magical realism because this book had like witches, very witchy brews, potions, stuff like that, but it wasn't like woo-woo magic powers, you know what I mean? It was like witchy. In the past, there was a murder of a girl named Lily that was like never really solved. One of her friends, August Salt, was like suspected of murdering her, but they just couldn't find enough evidence like to prove in court that he was guilty, so they never actually put him in jail for it. But everyone on the island was just convinced he was guilty, and he ended up leaving the island, moving away with his mom to just like get away from everything, try and start a new life. On the other hand, we have Emery, who was also like in this friend group, but she used to like date August, kind of like they had a relationship when they were younger, and so she was always convinced that he did not commit the crime, even though everyone else on the island was like, he totally did it. So jump to the future is where we start this book. August returns to the island because his mother dies and he just has to like do stuff on the island, and his return to the island just like sets off all these reactions from the people who are still on the island and who remember what happened. All these like old things from this past mystery unsolved murder get brought up. The thing I love about Adrienne Young is that her books are just the perfect length. They're not too long, but every chapter, like every sentence has a purpose. There's no filler in her books. She's either like just really concise and really amazing as an author, or she has a really great editor who like cuts out all the fluff for her. Whatever it is, I love her books. They whiz by, so immersive, and they're just so interesting because they have this mystery element and you just want to solve the mystery. What did I read? At this point, it was like 10, 11 p.m. I think, so I was just so tired. I wanted to read like something short and sweet, like a novella. But the only novella I had on hand was When Among Crows by Veronica Roth, which is like a fantasy novella. So I tried this and it kind of put me back into a slumpy mood because it was not for me, or I was just too delusional to understand it. So it's kind of based in, I think it's like Slavic mythology or like Slavic folklore. We're set in like this urban Chicago underground setting, and we have like an unlikely alliance between a monster killer Dmitri and Allah. They're natural enemies. I think when I was reading this, I was just like so dazed. But I don't really know, like I can't recall what happened in this other than there were like a lot of fighting rings. My impression of this was that it should have been a longer book, because when you start the book, you just get thrown into the action immediately. It's just like fighting rings. Like, okay, we're fighting, but like, who are we fighting? Who are we? Where are we? What is the world? What is like the politics? I feel like it was just too complex of a story to tell in a novella, and right off the bat, I was thrown off course. My brain was not functioning, and then I just couldn't get into it. So that was One Among Crows. I gave it a 2-star on Goodreads. This was the last book I ended up reading, and I'm currently 74% of the way in, so I didn't finish it, but I'm almost there. Check and Mate by Hazelwood. I decided to give Allie a second chance because I really disliked Not in Love, but Marina and Karen yesterday were like, no, you should try the chess one, because they had both read it and they were like, this one's way better. There's no smut, there's no spice, because this one is YA and there's more of a plot, and like they both really enjoyed this one a lot more. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna let Allie redeem herself. We're gonna give her a chance. So I started Check and Mate, and thank goodness, this brought me back out of my slump. I feel like yesterday was like a roller coaster of like reading a really good book, feeling so good, reading a book I didn't enjoy, feeling slumpy, and then like up again, then down, and then up. Like it was just such a roller coaster ride. This is basically Queen's Gambit, but like more rom-com, like less drama, more rom-com, like more funny, less gritty. It's just so good so far. Like there's definitely more of a plot. We follow a girl named, what's her name? Oh my gosh, what is her name? I was literally reading this morning. His name is Nolan. I remember that. His name is Nolan Sawyer. Why don't I remember her name? It's like an M name. I think it starts with an M. Mallory. I don't know why. Mallory. She's like this chess prodigy, and she's just like working her way, trying to make a living. It's really like Queen's Gambit-y. I love it. There's a lot of chess in it. I feel like it's more of a chess story with a subplot of romance, but I honestly love that so much more because there's like stuff going on. The romance in it is also really cute. Like it's honestly kind of like insta-lovey as well, but the way it's insta-lovey is cute. Like it's more emotional, and then they like build upon that initial like attraction feeling instead of just like getting in bed together. I don't have a rating for it yet because I'm not done, but so far I think it's hovering around like a 4-star. But that's where I'm at. That was 5 books. The funny thing is, this morning when the alarm went off, I was like, I feel like I could keep reading. Like I'm not even sick of reading. Am I tired? Yes. Are my eyeballs tired? And do they probably need a break? Yes, but I like emotionally could keep reading today if I really wanted to. I'm probably gonna try and refrain just like for my health, but I had so much fun. I would highly recommend just like getting a bunch of friends together and just reading. Like you don't have to go so hardcore. You could be a lot more healthy about it, but it was just really fun, like getting together with a bunch of girls that like reading. So fun. I would highly recommend it. I would totally do it again. Maybe not anytime soon because I need to rest. I'm gonna leave you guys here for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment. If you don't know what to comment down below, let me know if you would ever do something like this. If you like me, subscribe, do that bell thing, and I will see you in the next one.